Electrically charged particles moves under acceleration. Alternating electric and magnetic fields are formed or produced and transmitted in the form of waves. These are called electromagnetic radiations or electromagnetic waves. So next come to the characteristics of wave: wavelength, frequency, and wave number, velocity, amplitude. These are characteristics of the wave. Next, go to here. I'm going to discuss about spectrum. Spectrum. Right, spectrum. In general, electromagnetic wave can have variety of, wide ranges of frequencies or wavelength. Okay, these here, the wide range of electromagnetic radiation frequencies or wavelengths are called spectrum. Okay, the familiar example of natural spectrum is a formation of rainbow. Formation of rainbow. Okay, right. Generally here, this is white light. This is white light. Okay. This light is passing through the Nicol prism. This is Nicol prism. White light. When white light is passing through the Nicol prism, it is splitting into 7 different colors. Splitting into 7 different colors. That is dispersion of light. That is dispersion of light. Like this. Okay. This white light, when going to here through the Nicol prism, it is splitting into 7 different colors. Like this. They are, this is Vision, Vision. Okay. Here V for violet. This is violet. This is indigo. Indigo. This is blue color. This is green. This is yellow, orange, and red color. Okay. When white light is passing through the Nicol prism, this is splitting into, that means undergo dispersion, it is splitting into 7 different colors. These are like this, Vision. Okay, this is like this, Vision. So, in these 7 different colors here, violet color, this has here, this is most deviated color. This is most deviated color. This is least deviated color. Violet is most deviated color. This is least deviated color. So violet has a here maximum energy. Maximum. This is maximum energy. Maximum energy, and here maximum frequency. Maximum energy, it has maximum energy, maximum frequency, and lower wavelength. That means minimum wavelength. That means here lambda is minimum. Lambda is minimum. So E for energy, E for frequency, lambda for this is wavelength. Okay. So violet color has a maximum energy, maximum frequency, and minimum, that means lower wavelength. And next come here, red color. Minimum energy, it has minimum energy, minimum frequency, maximum wavelength. Maximum wavelength. That means higher wavelength. It has higher wavelength. Like this. Generally, it is a natural spectrum. Formation of rainbow. Formation of rainbow. Formation of rainbow is a natural spectrum. It appears in the sky just after rain shower. అంటే వర్షం పడిన వెంటనే ఇది మనకు స్కై లో కనిపిస్తుంది. ఓకే, it is here, it is caused by the sunlight. When sunlight disperses on the tiny water droplets in the atmosphere. అట్మాస్ఫియర్ లో ఉండే వాటర్ డ్రాప్లెట్స్ పైన సన్లైట్ డిస్పర్షన్ అయినప్పుడు ఈ రెయిన్బో అనేది ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, దేర్ ఇస్ నో ఎనీ షార్ప్ బౌండరీస్ బిట్వీన్ దీస్ కలర్స్. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ హియర్ కంటిన్యూస్ స్పెక్ట్రమ్. కంటిన్యూస్, దిస్ ఈస్ కంటిన్యూస్. This is continuous spectrum. What is continuous spectrum here? The spectrum in which there are no sharp boundaries. There are no sharp boundaries between colors here. So VGR is a continuous spectrum. VGR is a continuous spectrum. That means here violet matches with indigo. It is matches with blue. It is matches with green. That means all colors are matches. Okay, that means there is no boundaries between any colors here. So this is a continuous spectrum. In VGR, each color has a specified wavelength or specified frequencies. Okay, these are wavelengths of these colors here. Okay, that means these are, this is called here, this is visible light. Visible light అంటే ఈ VGR అనేది మన కంటితో చూడడానికి వీలుగా ఉంటుంది. It is sensitive to eye. మన కంటితో చూడడానికి వీలుగా ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి this is called here visible light. So this is called here visible light. So the range of wavelengths from red color to violet color. The range of wavelengths from red color to wavelength is called here visible spectrum. This is called here visible spectrum. Visible spectrum. So visible spectrum is sensitive to eye. That means that adi మన కంటితో చూడడానికి వీలుగా ఉంటుంది visible spectrum. So visible spectrum ranges from 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer. 400 nanometers to 700 nanometer. Okay, that is formation of rainbow. That is visible spectrum. So generally, spectrum means here a group of radiations with a characteristic frequencies or wavelength. That is called spectrum. Okay, that is another type is electromagnetic spectrum. Electromagnetic wave can have wide range of wavelengths or frequencies. Okay, the all wide ranges of wavelengths or frequencies are called here electromagnetic spectrum. Electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, these electromagnetic spectrum ranges from gamma rays to radio waves. This is like this. Gamma rays to radio waves. Okay, this is here gamma rays, and again X-rays. Gamma rays and X-rays here. Okay, next here UV rays. UV rays. In between UV and IR, here visible spectrum is visible spectrum. This is visible. This is visible spectrum. The range is from 400 nanometers to 700 nanometers. 400 nanometer to 700. This is 700 nanometer. 700 nanometer. So another idea that microwaves, and then radars, and then radio waves. Here gamma rays, electromagnetic spectrum is ranges from gamma rays to radio waves. So gamma rays here at the shorter wavelength. This is shorter wavelength. In case of radio waves, here longer wavelength at the longer wavelength. Okay. Actually, gamma rays to shorter wavelength. Shorter wavelength means like this, the distance nearest crust to nearest star is shorter. I mean, less distance between here. This is here. So this is less distance between two nearest star. That is at the gamma rays. At the radio waves, the distance between crust to different side, to nearest crust to nearest star. So what is the difference between the two cases here? In this case, wavelength is minimum. Wavelength is minimum. That means wavelength is lower wavelength. So here, wavelength is maximum. That means longer wavelength. Okay. So gamma rays, at the gamma rays, shorter wavelength is present. At radio waves, longer wavelength is present. So this is electromagnetic spectrum. So once again here, spectrum, overall definition of the spectrum is a group of radiations with characteristic frequencies of wavelength. That is called here spectrum. Okay. Spectrum means a group of radiations. A group of radiations with the characteristics wavelength or frequencies. Wavelength or frequencies. That is called spectrum. Okay. Here, what is the relation between wavelength and frequencies here? Inversely proportional. Mu is inversely proportional to 1 by lambda. That means as the frequency increases, wavelength becomes smaller. Frequency increase ayikoti, wavelength smaller. That means decrease out. So in between, the relation between frequencies and wavelength is inversely proportional. Inversely. One increase aithe, ingot decrease out. That is it. So spectrum means here a group of radiations with characteristic wavelength or frequencies are called spectrum. Okay. So generally, electromagnetic wave can have wide range of the frequencies of wavelength is called electromagnetic spectrum. So the example for the natural spectrum, it is a formation of rainbow. The rainbow is formed in the in the sky just after the rain shows, and that means varsham padda ventane rainbow అనేది form అవుతుంది. Generally, it is caused by the when sunlight is dispersed on the water droplet in the atmosphere. Water droplet paina sunlight dispersion కావడం వల్ల ఈ rainbow form అవుతుంది. It is a continuous spectrum. Continuous. Why? Because here there is no any boundaries between the colors. So that is continuous spectrum. That means when white light is passing through the Nicol prism, it is splitting into 7 different colors. They are VGR. Okay, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. So here violet color, this is most deviated color, this is least deviated color. Violet is maximum energy and maximum frequency and minimum wavelength. So it has a lower wavelength, it has a lower wavelength, it has a higher wavelength, So these visible, the ranges of wavelengths from red color to violet, the ranges of wavelengths from red color to violet. This is called here visible spectrum. Visible spectrum. This is visible. That means it is sensitive to eye. Then మన కంటితో చూడడానికి వీలుగా ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి visible light అని దీనికి చెప్తాం. ఓకే, వీటిలో ఎలాంటి బౌండరీస్ అనేవి లేవు కాబట్టి దీనికి కంటిన్యూస్ స్పెక్ట్రమ్. అంటే ఒక కలర్ ఇంకో కలర్ ది మెర్జ్ అవుతుంది అన్నమాట. మెర్జ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, రైట్. సో దిస్ ఇస్ కంటిన్యూస్ స్పెక్ట్రమ్. Okay, this electromagnetic spectrum is radius from gamma rays to radio waves. Gamma rays is a shorter wavelength, radio waves is a longer wavelength. So this visible spectrum ranges from 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer to 700 nanometer. So this is the electromagnetic spectrum. This is electromagnetic spectrum. So after that here. So spectrum means what is like here? Electromagnetic radiations and the sequence order lo arrange chestamu వీటిని arrange చేస్తాము. ఇలా అయితే వీటిని electromagnetic waves spectrum అని చెప్తా ఉంటాం. So light is a electromagnetic wave అన్నాం. ఎందుకు అలా అన్నాం? Light is propagates from one place to another place in the formation of wave. That is one type of electromagnetic wave. ఓకే, సో ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఛార్జ్ ని వైబ్రేట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఛార్జ్ ని మనకు ఆల్రెడీ ఇక్కడ ప్రీవియస్ క్లాస్ లో చెప్పుకున్నాం. సౌండ్ వేవ్స్ ఎలా ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతాయని చెప్పాము. సంథింగ్ ఇది ఒక సబ్స్టాన్సెస్ ని వైబ్రేట్ చేసినప్పుడు డ్రమ్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా, ఈ డ్రమ్స్ లాంటి సబ్స్టాన్సెస్ ని వైబ్రేట్ చేసినప్పుడు సౌండ్ వేవ్స్ అనేవి ఫామ్ అవుతాయి. ఓకే, ఇన్ ది సేమ్ వే ఇక్కడ ఒక డ్రమ్ ని మనం వైబ్రేట్ చేసినప్పుడు సౌండ్ వేవ్స్ ఎలా అయితే ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతాయి, ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఛార్జ్ వైబ్రేట్ చేసినప్పుడు కూడా ఈ ఎలక్ట్రోమాగ్నెటిక్ వేవ్ అనేది ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, ఈ వైబ్రేటింగ్ ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఛార్జ్ కెన్ క్రియేట్ చేంజ్ ఇన్ ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్. ఓకే, ది చేంజ్ ఇన్ ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ కెన్ క్రియేట్ చేంజ్ ఇన్ మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్. Okay, it is continuous here. These both electric and magnetic fields perpendicular to each other and propagation of direction of the propagation wave. So these all electromagnetic radiations travel with the light velocity. Light velocity means what is how much is the light velocity? C is equal to 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. That the electromagnetic wave అనేది ఒక 1 meter, I mean 1 second time లో 3 into 10 power 8 meters ట్రావెల్ చేస్తుంది. అంటే అంత హై స్పీడ్ గా ట్రావెల్ చేస్తుంది. ప్రతి ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవరీ ఎలక్ట్రోమాగ్నెటిక్ రేడియేషన్ ఆఫ్ వేవ్. సో దట్ ఈస్ స్పెక్ట్రమ్. సో నెక్స్ట్ వన్, right. So what happens when you heat an iron rod in a flame? Okay, iron rod heat చేసినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? When iron rod is heated, first some heat energy is emitted as a, that means here some heat energy is emitted as a light. First it emits into red color. Okay, iron rod ni heat చేసినప్పుడు heat energy is emitted as a light. That means it is converted into red. Okay, next, as the temperature is rises and temperature is increases, temperature increase చేసినప్పుడు and further colors are appears here. After the red color, that is orange and yellow and then blue color and then blue color. And finally the temperature is required enough. అంటే the temperature వచ్చినప్పుడు high temperature వల్ల it is converting to here white color, appears to white color. వైట్ కలర్ ని ఫామ్ చేస్తున్నాం. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుందంటే టెంపరేచర్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అయినప్పుడు కలర్ అనేది చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. టెంపరేచర్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అయినప్పుడు కలర్ చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. ఫైనల్ గా దానికి హై అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ టెంపరేచర్ పాస్ చేసినప్పుడు అది వైట్ కలర్ లోకి ఇక్కడ అగైన్ కన్వర్ట్ అవుతుంది. సో ఒక కలర్ అపియర్ అయినప్పుడు డిఫరెంట్ రిమైనింగ్ కలర్స్ అపియర్ అవుతాయా లేదా మనం అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే డిఫరెంట్ కలర్స్ కూడా అపియర్ అవుతాయి, కానీ అక్కడ ఏది డామినేట్ చేస్తే అది మనకి బయట కనిపిస్తుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ రెడ్ కలర్, ఈ రెడ్ కలర్ డామినేట్ అవుతుంది కాబట్టి అది మనకి అపియరెన్స్ చూడడానికి ఎక్కువగా అపియరెన్స్ గా ఉంటుంది అన్నమాట. దట్ ఈస్ సో టోటలీ ది మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ ది యాక్టివిటీ హియర్, when we applying the temperature to the substance, the energy is released continuously. Energy అనేది కంటిన్యూ గా రిలీజ్ అవుతుంది అనేది అండర్స్టాండ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే, ఆఫ్టర్ కమింగ్ హియర్ ప్లాంట్ మ్యాక్స్ ప్లాంట్ after coming Max Planck, this broken the continuous energy concept. ఈ continuous energy concept అనేది failure అయిపోతుంది. Okay, according to Max Planck here, the energy emitted or absorbed from the substance here, that is discontinuously in the form of discontinuously continuous energy continuous గా రిలీజ్ అవుతుంది, అంటే ఎమిట్ అవుతుందని చెప్పారు, లేదా అబ్జార్బ్ అవుతుందని చెప్పారు. బట్ అకార్డింగ్ టు మ్యాక్స్ ప్లాంక్ ఏమవుతుందంటే ఎనర్జీ ఇస్ ఎమిటెడ్ ఆర్ అబ్జార్బ్ ఫ్రమ్ ది సబ్స్టాన్స్ హియర్, దట్ ఈస్ discontinuously in the form of small particles. That means these small particles are called here quantum or quanta. According to Max Planck, the energy of radiation is directly proportional to the frequency of radiation is emitted or absorbed. Okay, that means E is directly proportional to D. That means like this. E is directly proportional to D. Energy of radiation is directly proportional to frequency of radiation emitted or absorbed by the substance. So that means here E is equal to h nu. So E for energy, h is equal to Planck's constant. H is equal to what is here? Planck's constant. This value 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 joules. 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 joules second. 10 power every second is 6.626 into 10 power minus 27 every second. So mu is equal to frequency. Mu is equal to frequency of radiation. Frequency of radiation emitted or absorbed by the substance. So that is mu. So here the heat energy is emitted or absorbed with multiple. That means integral multiple of H2. That is integral multiple of H2. That means here E equal to NH2. E is equal to NH2. Here N is 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And here overall, okay, before coming Max Planck, the energy is emitted or absorbed by the substance is continuously measured. మనం ఒక ఐరన్ రాడ్ ని హీట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఆ ఎనర్జీ అనేది కంటిన్యూస్ గా ఎమిట్ అవుతుందని ఇక్కడ చెప్పుకున్నాం. బట్ ఆఫ్టర్ కమింగ్ మ్యాక్స్ ప్లాంక్ హియర్ ది continuous concept is broken. Why? Because here according to Max Planck, the emitted or absorbed, that means energy from the substance is discontinuous manner. Discontinue గా small packets formation లో రిలీజ్ అవుతుంది, ఎమిట్ అవుతుంది, లేదా small packets formation లో అబ్జర్వ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, ఆ స్మాల్ ప్యాకెట్స్ ని అంటే ఒక్కొక్క బంచ్ ఒక్కొక్కసారి ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంది అన్నమాట. అంటే కంటిన్యూస్ కాకుండా వన్ టైం వన్ బంచ్. దట్ మీన్స్ హియర్ 2h nu, 3h nu, like this. Okay, 1h nu, 2h nu, 3h nu. అట్లా ఇంటిగ్రల్ మల్టిపుల్ ఆఫ్ h nu. అట్లా అంటే ఇది డిస్కంటిన్యూగా ఎనర్జీ అనేది అక్కడ ఎమిట్ అవుతుంది, లేదా అబ్జార్బ్ అవుతుంది. in the formation of small packets. Small packets formation like that. So these small packets are called here one term, water. So energy of radiation, frequency of radiation is absorbed or emitted by the substance. Then E is equal to h nu. E is equal to here h nu. So h is equal to Planck's constant. That's value 6.626 new frequency. Okay, then E is equal to h nu. Here 1h nu, 2h nu, 3h nu. So small bunches are released out. Group of So this is Planck's quantum theory. It is also called here Planck's quantum theory. So next topic is Bohr's atomic model. Is very most important. Bohr's atomic model. Bohr's model of an hydrogen atom. Okay, right. So it is proposed by the Niels Bohr. This atomic model was proposed by the Niels Bohr here. So what is the postulates of Bohr's atomic model? Firstly, the electron in the hydrogen atom revolve around the nucleus. The definite velocities, okay, around the here, the fixed circular paths are called orbits. That means here, this is here. This is nucleus. This is nucleus. So the electrons in an atom will revolve around the nucleus in a fixed circular path. These fixed circular paths are called here orbits. Orbits or cells. Orbits or cells. According to Bohr's atomic model, the electron in an atom, here revolves around the nucleus in a circular fixed path. Circular fixed paths called orbits or cells. Orbits or cells. This is like this. So here, once again, the electron revolving around the nucleus in a fixed circular path like this. So these fixed circular paths are called here orbits or cells. Orbits or cells. So each orbit associated with a certain amount of energy. So these are called here energy levels or energy states. Energy levels are energy states. Okay, each orbit is associated with a certain amount of energy. So these are called here energy levels or energy state. The electron revolving around the nucleus in fixed circular orbits. Okay, there is no there is no energy changes of electron. So energy చూడండి electron అనేది ఈ energy levels లో తిరుగుతున్నంత వరకు there is no loss of energy, there is no gain of energy. That means here the energy of electron is constant. The energy of electron is constant. So here, so that's why these energy levels are also called as stationary orbits. Stationary orbits. Stationary orbits. Okay. As long as here the electron revolving around the nucleus here is energy levels. These energy levels. The energy of electron is constant. That means there is no loss of energy. There is no gain of energy. Okay. The energy of electron must be constant here. So these energy levels are also called here energy. Sorry, stationary orbits. Stationary orbits. So these stationary orbits are indicated from the nucleus here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Letters are K, L, M, N. 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers already. K, L, M, N letters already. Here these values are 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Are K, L, M, N, and so on. Okay, right. So here, my energy eప్పుడు change అవుతుంది? Energy eప్పుడు change అవుతుందంటే the electron jumps from lower orbit to higher orbit, lower orbit to higher orbit, or higher orbit to lower orbit. Energy changes takes place when the electron jumps from the higher orbit to lower orbit, or lower orbit to higher orbit. అంటే lower orbit నుంచి higher orbit కి energy jump అయినప్పుడు గాని higher orbit నుంచి lower orbit కి jump అయినప్పుడు గాని energy అనేది change అవుతుంది. So this is lower orbit. This is like this. This is lower orbit. Lower orbit. This is lower energy level. So this is higher orbit. This is higher orbit. Higher energy level. Lower orbit, lower energy level. Higher orbit, higher energy level. So electron when jumps from the lower orbit to higher orbit, then lower to higher, then energy is absorbed. Energy is absorbed. Electron అనేది lower orbit నుంచి higher orbit వచ్చినప్పుడు ఎనర్జీని అబ్జార్బ్ చేసుకుంటుంది. అట్లాగే higher orbit to lower orbit, higher నుంచి lower వచ్చినప్పుడు ఎనర్జీ రిలీజ్ అవుతుంది అన్నమాట. So these lower orbit are also called here ground state, ground state, ground state. After gaining electron, the electron undergoes excitation. Excitation, it goes into the higher orbit. Lower orbit to the electron and ground state to the electron. Energy ni gain చేసుకున్న తర్వాత higher energy level కి వెళ్ళిపోవాలి. That is called excited state. This is ground state. That is called here excited state. Excited state. Okay. The change in energy in the orbit here. Delta E is equal to E2 minus E1, that is equal to delta E is equal to E2 minus E1, that is equal to H2. Here delta E means change in energy, E2 higher energy level, lower energy level. Here delta E means change in energy, E2 is equal to higher energy level, higher energy level. E1 is equal to lower energy level, lower energy level. H is equal to Planck's constant, Planck's constant. Mu is equal to frequency. Mu is equal to frequency of light. So చూడండి ఎనర్జీ లిమిట్ ద్వారా అక్కడ ఎనర్జీ అబ్జర్వ్ చేసుకోవాలి. చూడండి higher energy level to lower energy level to electron is coming from higher energy level to lower energy level. It appears as a electromagnetic radiation. Energy ఎలా appear అవుతుంది? Electromagnetic radiation appear అవుతుంది. Okay, this is Bohr's atomic model. So once again here, the Bohr's atomic model is according to is proposed by Niels Bohr. This postulates of Bohr's atomic model. The electron in an atom revolves around the nucleus, in a circular fixed path orbits and cells. So, for electrons will be around the nucleus. Evolving around the nucleus in a fixed circular path is called orbits. So generally bonds atomic model is obtained from only hydrogen atom. So that means in hydrogen atom only one electron is present. So this is nucleus here. Like this. The electron revolve around the nucleus. It is fixed circular path here. These are called orbits or cells. So each orbit associated with some amount of energy. So these are called energy levels. These energy levels indicated from nucleus 1, 2, 3, 4 are K, L, M, N, and so on. Okay. Electron revolving in a fixed circular orbit as long as here. Okay. Electron into the energy of electron is constant. That means there is no loss of energy, there is no gain of energy. So these are called stationary orbits. Also. Stationary orbits. For energy eppudi change avutundani cheppam, energy jumps from lower orbit to higher orbit or higher orbit to lower orbit. Lower nunchi higher ki gaani, higher nunchi lower ki gaani electron jump ayinappudu energy change avutundi. Okay, when electron energy is absorbed, electron energy ni absorb chestunnappudu it is lower orbit to higher orbit. It jumps from lower orbit to higher orbit. When electron jumps from higher orbit to lower orbit, their energy is emitted. Okay, these absorbed or emitted emission of energy here appears as a electromagnetic radiation or electromagnetic. The change in energy delta E is equal to E2 minus E1, that is equal to h nu. E2 minus E1, that is equal to h. Here E2 means high energy level, E1 means lower energy level, h means Planck's constant, nu means frequency of radiation. For example here these are cells. Electron coming from the 1, 2, 3, 4. Electron coming from the 4 to 7 first cell. So here this is lower energy level, that means here. This is higher energy level, that is E. Or suppose electron coming from first cell. Then this is higher energy level. So E1, E2. Okay, E1, E2. That means like this. This is like this. Electron ఇక్కడ నుంచి రావచ్చు. ఇది lower energy level, ఇది higher energy level అవుతుంది. ఇది E1, ఇది E2. Okay, right. That is the boards of making. Let's go to here. Limitations. It is very most important. Okay, it is very simplistic. Electrons, nucleus atom electrons are revolving around the nucleus, all orbits and cells. Each orbit associated with a certain amount of energy. So these orbits are also called as energy levels. The electron revolving around the nucleus in the energy level. The energy of electron is constant. Okay? There is no loss of energy, there is no gain of energy. So the energy of electron is constant. So these energy levels are also called as stationary orbits. Okay? These energy levels are indicated by 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on numbers are KL and so on. From the nucleus nunchi the numbers to letters to indicators. Okay, the energy of electron changes. Then electron jumps from the higher orbit to lower orbit. Higher nunchi lower gaani, lower nunchi higher gaani electron jump ayinappudu aa energy of electron change avutundi. And ikkada higher to lower vachinappudu energy ఎంత అవుతుంది, lower to higher వెళ్ళినప్పుడు energy అనేది absorb అవుతుంది. The change in energy delta E is equal to E2 minus E1, that is equal to H2. Here E2 means what is higher energy level, E1 means lower energy level, H means Planck's constant, U means frequency. Okay, next one. Angular momentum కూడా ఉంటుందేమో మన బుక్ లో ఇవ్వలేదు. Angular momentum of electron is equal to, that means MPR is equal to NH by 2pi. MPR, angular momentum. MVR is equal to NH by 2pi. Here M, mass of electron, V, velocity of electron, or radius of particle, N, crystal quantum number, Planck's constant. Here M means mass of electron, V means velocity of electron, velocity of electron, R means radius of orbit, radius of orbit, N means 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. That means crystal quantum number. H means Planck's constant. Planck's constant. What is the value? 6.6266 into 10 power minus 34 joule second. This is the angular momentum of an electron. MVR is equal to H by 2pi. So, the MVR and H by 2pi equal to the N and the first cell, second cell, and 2, 3, 4. For example, first cell of the electron is 1H by 2pi. Second cell is 2H by 2pi. Third cell 3H by 2pi. And here just M అంటే mass of electron. Mass of electron. V means velocity of electron. R means radius of particle. Okay, N means 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. H is equal to Planck's constant. That's value 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 joule second. Okay, let's go to here. Limitations. Limitations of the Bose-Einstein. Limitations. Okay, these are the most important things. Limitations of Bose-Einstein model. Here, it fails to explain the atomic spectra of multi-electron species. It fails to explain the atomic spectra multi-electron species. Multi-electron species. Multi-electron species means more than one electron. Means here, Bose-Einstein model can explain only atomic spectra of electron species, like that hydrogen. Hydrogen లాంటి సింగిల్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఉండేటటువంటి స్పీసీస్ ఎక్కువ అటామిక్ స్ట్రక్చర్ మాత్రమే అని ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారు. సో హైడ్రోజన్ అటామిక్ నెంబర్ ఏంటి 1. సో ఇక్కడ ఓన్లీ 1 ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ఉంటుంది. అలాగే He+, there was 1 electron, and lithium +2, that means 1 electron. Atla 1 electron species is explain this. Multi-electron species. Multi-electron means more than 1 electron. More than 1 electron. So more than 1 electron. ఒకటి ఎక్కువ electron ఉండే species atomic structure గురించి explain చేయలేకపోయింది. For example, helium. For example, helium contains 2 electrons, more than 1. Lithium, it contains 3 electrons, more than 1. And beryllium, it contains more than 1. Okay. అలాగే అటామిక్ స్పెక్ట్రా గురించి ఈ బోర్స్ అటామిక్ స్పెక్ట్రా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయాలి. దట్ మీన్స్ once again fails to explain the atomic spectra of multi electron species. Multi electron species. Okay, next one fails to explain the fails to explain the G1 and Stark effect. G1 and Stark effect. It fails to explain the G1 and Stark effect. Now, what is meant by G1 effect? What is meant by Stark effect? G1 effect means G1 effect. G1 effect means the splitting of spectral lines in presence of magnetic field. That is called G1 effect. The splitting of spectral lines in presence of the splitting of spectral lines in presence of magnetic field. On magnetic field. That is called G1 effect. That is called G1 effect. Next one is Stark effect. Stark effect. Stark effect means the splitting of spectral lines. The splitting of spectral lines in the presence of electric field. Okay, that is Stark effect. Here magnetic field, here electric field. So G1 effect means splitting of spectral lines in the presence of magnetic field. That is called G1 effect. Stark effect means splitting of spectral lines in the presence of electric field. Okay, this is G1 Stark effect. So both of the model cannot explain the G1 Stark effect. So that is the indication of the both. Once again, here, indications of both of the model is to explain the atomic spectrum of multi-electron species. That means more than one electron, and it fails to explain the G1 Stark effect. So here G1 effect means atomic spectrum lines in the presence of magnetic field. Stark effect means the splitting of spectral lines in the presence of magnetic field. So this is most important one. It is very most important one. Very important. What are the model stages and limitations? In the area of the media, it is just enjoying often about channel and major answer things in the best. We might not take the discussion.